Embracing the ebb and flow, the spiritual brilliance of imperfection. Hello, thank you for spending some time with me yet again here. I do appreciate you and I do value you. So hopefully, if you haven't heard that lately, you're hearing it right now. I appreciate you. So today we're going to talk about a little bit more about flaws and imperfections and how to appreciate them. I always find that the flaws and imperfections in people is what is so attractive. It is not the uniformity of face and bodies and all these other things and character that's attractive. It's these micro flaws. It's these little things that make each person unique in their own way. And I feel that we can find beauty in the flaws and imperfections. Let me see if I can explain this a little bit more colorfully. In the majestic landscape of life, every thread and fabric is filled with its own distinct characteristics. Just like the complex patterns of a mandala, it is the difference that adds to the overall magnificence. Through this perspective, we can further appreciate the spiritual impact of imperfections and their importance of our appreciation of living and other individuals. What would it be like if it was completely flawless? Each tree in perfect alignment, identical sunsets every night, and all days identically identical? The beauty might be present, yet it would be insipid and uninspiring beauty. An area bereft of character and not containing the typical sway of life. In this paradise of perfection, the idiosyncrasies of unique would vanish, becoming only a faded recollection of a former time when every scar, every wrinkle, and every blemish has its own story. In our attempts for perfection, we may ignore the splendid spiritual loveliness that lies in the perceived flaws. The Japanese have a striking term, Wabi-Sabi, which epitomizes the recognition of the temporary nature of life and the attractiveness of its flaws. This vision does not stem from chasing a flawless world, but from admitting the brief, faulty, and incomplete properties of life. When it comes to individuals, our faults give us humanity, character, and validity. Our problems allow us to empathize with others, to understand how we all have been let down, experience the scorching pain of defeat, and the gravity of missed chances. These events, though agonizing, leave the traits of personality carved on our souls, constructing us to become substantial beings. On a spiritual note, the universe of errors presents a pool of development. The philosophies of Buddhism illustrate the awareness of life's flawed nature. But it's through these imperfections that we become more knowledgeable and driven to pursue kindness, compassion, and understanding. Moreover, our deficiencies and blemishes show us our common humanity. They form a connection between us and urge us to extend a hand in support and understanding. Accepting our imperfections provides an atmosphere of trust, in which genuine faces and behavior are visible, where life manifests in its real, breathtaking, and genuine form. Kintsugi art form, yet another Japanese tradition, reveals the magnificence of strength, of our errors and deficiencies. Instead of concealing them, they are exalted as part of the object's legacy. The practice is a sign of loveliness and durability which makes our mistakes real, indicating that breaking and repairing are an essential aspect of our histories, something not to hide from nor be ashamed of. Ultimately, it's our unified flaws that create the bright portrait of humanity. It is in our flaws that light seeps through. And it's through our blemishes that the diversity of human experience is truly recognized. Let's cherish them, for they are the substantial verses in the lyrics of life. For all intents and purposes, perfection is not an endpoint, but a dream. Life, in its truest essence, is an exquisite compilation of well-ordered flaws. Embrace your flaws. Embrace your life. Find happiness and peace in the understanding that we are all flawed and that perfection is just that. It's an illusionary dream. Perfection is in the stillness of your mind and your heart and your days. That's what I wish for you. This is Dino Viper. Love and light. To learn more, please visit www.dinoviper.com or download our app at Dino Viper. Thank you, and make today worth remembering.